else do you got on you? You got pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done? You gonna go with me to take the test, Augie? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
One of the most common jobs a police officer has is to make sure that drunk people don't commit crimes. But what happens when the cops are the ones that are drunk? Shockingly, I found 3 cases of drunk cops who got caught, starting with Officer Justin Augustine, who, on 27 October 2018, was found in a drunken state after having crashed his patrol car. Lieutenant Byron then is seen taking Augustine aside to strip him of his gear and to talk to him.
Are you alright, Augie?
Yeah.
You seem... your focus seems divided on me. What's going on? You just nervous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Byron is concerned about his officer, who seems to be a really close friend of his, as he talks to him in a kind tone and tries to understand what had happened. Safe to say, this is not an easy position to be in.
Are you under the influence of anything, Augie? No? Good. I hope not. I do. Where's your vest at? You don't have it on you? Okay. Alright. What else do you got on you? You got pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done? You gonna go with me to take the test, Augie? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? Alright? Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand that.
Done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
Byron explains to Augustine that he's just trying to do his job and asks him to take the drug and alcohol test, while Augustine refuses and repeatedly says, "I'm done," which is not what one would want to hear from a drunk person, especially a big guy like him and multiple assault rifles available at hand.
What are you going to do?
Go home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not going to let you drive.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What?
I'm not going to let you drive. Can you call your wife? Seriously, Augie, can you call your wife?
I can drive by.
Okay. All right, let's go out here. All right. Don't play this game with me, bud. I'm trying to trying to help you out here.
He ain't doing.
Well, I can't do stuff. I'm just doing what I got to do, Augie. It's my job. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Augie. Don't do this, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right? I'm just doing my job. I'm just asking you to relax, okay?
I'm done.
Okay, and I understand that. I understand what you're saying, all right? I just don't want you to do it like this, all right? I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm not trying to be difficult. You got to understand, it's my job, dude, all right? So don't treat me like that. If you want to be done, I understand that. So if you want to leave, that's up to you. Do you have your keys here?
Byron tries to help Augustine, saying he can still save his job if he complied and did a drug test, but he keeps on refusing. Augustine, however, suddenly breaks down and starts crying as if realizing the gravity of his situation.
So, Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax. No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world. I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least get that cleared to where you can come back to work. Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh? What'd you say? I don't want to... What'd you say? What do you mean you're f***ed up? Alcohol? Pills? What are you talking about? Huh? Okay. All right. All right, Augie. I get that, bud. So I can't let you drive home, all right?
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You said you're f***ed up. How are you going to drive home?
I'm not f***ed up. I'm f***ed up. I'm f***ed up.
What? Help me understand, Justin.
What's a f***?
You talking about just in the
cube?
Huh? We don't need to do this, Augie.
What?
Come on. We don't.
What?
Why are you doing this like? Why are you doing me like that? Huh? What have I done to you for you to do me like that, man? Seriously. I am honest to God being serious with you. What have I done to you for you to treat me like that?
What the f***?
Huh?
What the f***?
I don't know. I didn't wreck the cruiser in there and then have to ask you to come to take the test.
Right there.
Okay?
Fuck 'em.
Okay. And again, I understand that, Augie, that you're upset. I get that. You're having a tough time right now with everything that's going on, bud. But it doesn't have to go out like this, okay? It's just an accident.
Troy 421.
Okay.
What I do?
Huh?
But what I do?
What do you mean, what do you do? What do you do?
If it's just an accident, what I do?
You hit a semi-trailer. So again, as part of our policy, we have to go down with that and go take the test. If everything comes back okay, then that's great. It helps you. It benefits you.
I'm drunk.
Huh?
I'm drunk.
You're drunk right now?
No, I've been drunk.
Been drunk when? Today?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think you are now?
No.
Okay. Well, I can't let you drive the car home unless we.
What you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Is that the way you're gonna do this? You're about to get yourself arrested, bud.
For what?
What do you mean? What am I gonna do? I can't let you drive. So you try to get in that car, I gotta stop you, and then you're gonna start fighting with me. What is that going to do? Huh? Seriously, Augie, why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. Okay? I didn't do anything to you. Well, let's go back in here so we can figure this out, Augie.
Here we can see how Augustine is aware that his career is compromised, most likely finished. But despite that, Lieutenant Byron appreciates him and doesn't want him to cause himself any more problems. Then, to make matters easier for everyone, Augustine finally confesses to having drunk.
How much did you drink today, Augie? A lot. You know he's going to want to do a test, right? No, I'm talking about your driving just like we would anybody else. You know what I mean? Not an employment test. He's going to say, hey, this guy's driving a car, we need to test him. And I mean, you got the right to refuse it, but we got to go through the process on that, Augie. Now, again, I want you to understand that I'm just I know, you probably are. You're right. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or lie to you. Huh? Augie, come on, bud. Come on, just calm down, bud. I understand you're upset. You got to calm down. Remember, Augie. Huh? I'm talking to you as a friend here too. You. All right.
Not long after, Byron is seen calling his supervisor, named Jason, to ask for further advice on how to proceed.
Jason, this is Byron. Hey, is there any chance you can come in so we can talk? Okay. Well, I don't know how much time we got as far as cooperation. He's not cooperating real well. He's right here in front of me. I'm not hiding or talking. I'm talking in front of him. He's acknowledged that he was drinking today and whatnot. So that's where we're at now. How do you want us to proceed with that? Yes. He's refusing to be tested. So, are you gonna go down for the test, Augie? He's refusing that. Okay. Bye. Thank you for being honest with me, Augie.
Having come to an agreement, Officer Augustine is then taken inside and is read the consequences for his refusal to take the test, and it's notified that he's under arrest for operating a vehicle under the influence, or OVI. As Augustine is read his arrest report, he breaks down and is unable to hold himself up, almost falling off the table. The other officers at the station come to his aid and try to help Augustine stay up until he's finally back home. Officer Augustine finally resigned, but was sentenced to a year of probation and 180 days of suspended jail time and a $300 fine, which were dismissed after he completed an educational program. But Officer Augustine is not the only cop who had been drinking when they shouldn't have, as it is the case of Captain Amanda Caden of Cincinnati Police Department, who was pulled over due to crossing a yellow line multiple times and swerving.
Hello, you got your license insurance on you real quick?
Yeah.
All right, the reason I'm stopping initially why I stopped was you made the turn at the 5-way. There's a dotted yellow line there, and you totally,
Oh, okay.
it was in the middle of your car.
I am a Cincinnati police officer too, if that makes a difference.
I don't know. Where are you coming from?
We were downtown, Loveland.
As soon as the conversation starts, Caden says she's an officer too, and mentions if it makes any difference, hoping to get out of the situation using her tag. Little did she know of the big mistake she just made. The officer then confronts her, saying she reeks of alcohol and her speech is slurred.
Okay, and your speech is slurred. And you had your gun on you. I'm putting that in the trunk, but your speech is slurred and everything. I don't know what you want me to do. I can't just... I see your badge, but I'm telling you, your speech is slurred. You reek of alcohol. You put me in a bad spot.
You want me to drive home, officer?
No, that's not how it's gonna work. You got your gun on you too?
I do.
All right.
We're about 4 blocks from our house.
Yeah, we just...
Caton's husband, Patrick, who is also in the car and drunk, asks if he can drive instead, but the officer informs them that they will not be leaving unpunished. The couple then get into an argument with the police officer, which, given the circumstances, could easily turn into a fatal scenario.
You don't understand the circumstances right now, okay?
I don't.
You don't. I mean, everything's recorded. I can't just do nothing now.
Okay.
You guys both reek of alcohol. You were passed out sleeping when I pulled you over.
I was not.
Okay, that's fine.
Wide awake.
Okay, that's fine. But she's slurred and everything. I can't just.
No, she's not. You do,
No.
officer.
That's
you do
why.
what you gotta do.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I drove, because I was fine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's do this.
All right.
Step on out with me and talk to me.
We
Sir,
crossed a yellow line while we were driving. You do what you got to do.
I have to. You understand that? I have to. It's not that I want to.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Hold on to your ID.
How long you been a cop?
Pat, stop it. Stop.
Sir, you've got your gun on you and you're intoxicated too.
I am
Don't.
not.
Don't.
I am not.
Pat.
She just said you were. That's why she drove home.
She didn't.
She said that's why she drove
No,
home.
I said
No, she drove home because she's not intoxicated. You do what you got to do.
Well, here's the problem. Two is that you've got your gun on you. Where's that at?
It's on my hip.
It's on your hip? Okay. All right. Miss Amanda, step out with me real quick. Okay? Just talk to me real quick and we'll go from there.
The officer asks Caton to step out of the car so he can perform tests on her, explaining that he's just doing his job. Caton says she would not do the walking test as she's wearing heels, which isn't really a clever excuse, but more shockingly is how they keep mentioning the cameras and how everything's being recorded.
You know the
I understand
circumstances,
that,
okay? I've got another officer coming to back me up because you both are armed and all that stuff, and he's agitated. I'm just going to check your eyes and make sure you're okay, and we'll go from there, okay? Now, do you have any head injuries or anything?
No.
Are you epileptic or diabetic at all? You wearing contacts for color or anything?
No, but I'm not going to take any kind of...
You're not even going to let me do HGN on
Right.
you? Okay. All right. Well, and why's that?
Well, I mean, you can do the H whatever, but I'm not... I've got high heels on. I'm not going to do any...
Okay. All right. And that's fine. I'm going to wait till my buddy gets here, and then we'll talk about it. Regardless, I'm not charging you for the gun.
What?
Regardless, I'm not going to charge you for the gun. Okay? I'm not going to do that to you. I mean, stay right here.
The officer, having talked enough, proceeds to test Caton's sight.
All right. This time, now I'm going to start the test. I just made sure your eyes were tracking equally. All right.
Then, the officer is seen acting helpless as Caton clearly didn't pass the test, refuses to do any other test, and consequently he would have to charge her. Despite all of this, it's worth noting that the husband is in the car, drunk and armed.
You got gym shoes in the car or anything?
No.
You know you've had too much to drink. You know you drink too much to drive.
We live just down the street.
I understand where you live, but you know
But I haven't had too much to drink. You can follow us home if you want. I mean,
well, You're at Cindy's.
The officer has no choice but to arrest Caton for drinking and driving. His disappointment is visible, as police officers are supposed to be maintaining law and order and shouldn't be committing crimes and getting charged for them.
Get you home tonight. Okay, we'll get you home regardless tonight, okay? But I am going to have to arrest you for drinking and driving tonight. Okay. So let's do this. Put your glasses on or in your pocket. I'm going to be nice and handcuff you in front. I have to handcuff you. It's our policy for transport.
Okay.
Do you have any other weapons on you or anything? No. Okay, so let's do that now. We'll talk to your husband, and he's going to be mad as a badger, but... Okay. What district are you with again? You're in...
I'm just moved to inspections.
Okay, well, hopefully we can get through this just easily. It's county. We'll do our best, okay?
You are county or Loveland?
No, I'm Loveland, but I'm saying it's going to county court, Claremont County Court. So, now, do you say you have no weapons on you or anything else like that? Okay, I'm going to advise you of your rights, just as I would anybody else, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Anything you say will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to an attorney and to have one present with you during any questioning. If you're unable to pay a lawyer, one will be appointed for you prior to any question if you so desire, okay? Let's have a seat in the back of my car and I'll talk to your husband. We'll park the car. We don't have to tow it. I don't want you to fall down. It's slippery.
After arresting her, the officer confronts the husband, saying they would be arresting his wife after she denies performing the breathalyzer test. However, the situation soon turned chaotic.
Are you kidding me?
No, don't. Keep your hands where I can see them for you. Because you said you have your gun on you. Hey.
Knock it off.
I'm doing the best under the circumstances, okay?
You're starting this whole traffic stop because we crossed a double yellow line while making a left-hand turn?
Well, a couple times, but that's the one that drew my attention to her, and that's what I was telling her, okay? We can argue about this. That's what court's for, if it goes that far.
Are you really
If she tests under, I'll just bring her home.
No, she's not going to do a test.
Okay, well, that's up to her.
She's not going to do a test.
Okay, well, I'm not charging her for the gun. I'm not doing anything that.
What the hell? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? No, I said I'm not going to.
What? Why would you?
Because she's intoxicated carrying a firearm.
No, she's not.
Okay, well then she can do the test and prove that.
No, she shouldn't.
Okay, well then she...
Why are you pushing this issue?
Because I have to. I'm not losing my job because I'm letting someone go away.
Job.
You don't know how this works here. Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah, I do know.
If I were to let her go, and why didn't you arrest someone that you thought was impaired?
4 blocks from our house.
I've arrested people in their garages before. It's not the point.
All right.
So, what's your plan?
What do you mean, what is my plan?
Well, I can park the car here and we can give you a ride home, and then we'll drive her home when we're done.
I don't want to ride from you guys. You do what you got.
Patrick ended up walking to his house, and Caton was charged with OVI refusal and centerline violation, and arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. But it's not always drunken cops who put up a fight.